Hello and welcome to this morning taste challenge. We have from 1991 Black Velvet Reserve, age 8 years, 40% alcohol, imported from Canada. Currently a Constellation Brands product. For how long, I don't know. I bought this for $10.99 at Dorgnax. It was a sale item. It's usually about $16. Says smooth and luxurious. Black Velvet Reserve is known for its silky taste and mellow character. Known by whom? These companies, I love reading these things. Age 8 years in hand-selected oak barrels. The result is a premium sipping whiskey whose distinctive flavor complements any occasion, like right now, a tasting. Versus Heir to the Throne. Matured in oak casks, imported by Rebel Spirits, no longer a company. Odd shaped bottle with a real cork. I paid $15.65 for this at Walmart. What else do I know about it? Nothing. Does it still exist? I don't know. When was it introduced? I don't know. You see what I mean? There's no website information. You look up a photo or anything, is nothing. Nothing. Except for the videos I've made. That's it. Little purple cap, plastic shroud thing. Real cork, not plastic. I think Heir to the Throne is going to lose this taste challenge, and I think I'll be able to tell them apart. I got the Black Velvet correct against Heir to the Throne. Black Velvet may have been a little smoother, but the thing that differentiated it was that the Heir to the Throne has this strange twang to it. It's like an alcohol note. It's just like you notice the grain alcohol. It's strange, like a rubbing alcohol. I don't know about this stuff, man. Interesting bottle. Still have 45% of the bottle left. 40%, 45%. Okay. Heir to the Throne, getting down to the bottom third. I'm at the bottom third. Oh, well, they will disappear over time. What? Pours out easy with that long neck. It just flows out. Gotta watch it. You'll fill the whole glass. John and Neely says, good morning, Ron. Good morning to you, John and Neely. I hope you're feeling all right today. I know we were drinking some powerful items last night. KBS. I spiked mine with Blanton's. Like I said on the video, I was having a little trouble saying it. It didn't enhance it. Didn't detract from it, but it didn't make it better. It just made it have a little more wood flavor. So I just wanted to try something a little different since it was bourbon barrel age and I had the Blanton's. I figured I almost grabbed the Woodford Reserve, but I said, nah, let me go with something a little more premier. Blanton's being about $60 a bottle, Woodford Reserve about $30 a bottle. John Anelia said he paid $100 for Blanton's one time, but you've got to pay if you want to play, and sometimes you got to pay because you can't get it too readily. It shows up in Louisiana, and then it's like a big deal, and people rush to the store and get it, and then it's gone. I mean, it's gone in like a day. Woodford Reserve, Blanton's single barrel, you don't just see it laying around. Hope, they're hoping somebody's going to buy it. No. It shows up. You don't buy it. Well, you have to ask for it. If you're not on the list, you're not getting it because they'll say, oh, I want one of those 3 bottles. And they'll tell the people, well, that's for somebody. They come in to pick it up later. They're regular bourbon purchasers, people that are always going to buy everything. And they're going to show up. They're going to sell it to them. It's like when that old Fitzgerald showed up. That didn't last a day. That was in and out in a shot. And I asked the guy that bought it. He's a salesman for Anheuser-Busch Budweiser. I said, what'd you think about it? He said, I bought it. It was great. And I paid $55 right off the top. He said, I hesitated for a second. And then I realized I'm not waiting 3 more years to get it. So the Blantons was given to me. Thank you, Sonia. All right. The appearance. Oh, well, it's so humid right now. It's so muggy out here, Louisiana, springtime, muggy. People say, now Johnny Newley was talking about how humid it is in Georgia. And it is. But it's actually low humidity relative to this state. This is, we could have never walked up that, almost like a mountain, but a hill, that big hill. We could have never done that in this kind of humidity. We wouldn't have made it. No way. This has a little of that flavoring, you know, that almond extract thing going on with it. I don't recall that in that Heir to the Throne. I really don't recall it in Black Velvet. I don't know why I'm picking it up now. That's like a Sazerac thing, not Black Velvet thing. But nonetheless, there it is, that nut oil, like pecan oil, almond oil. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This must be Heir to the Throne. It's just got this oddity to it. I can't put my nose on it, my tongue on it. I can't put my mind on it. I don't know what it is. It was like, you know, I've been talking about that with the Castillo Gold rum. There's something strange about it. I can't say it's bad. I never said it's bad. It's just aberrant. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be there, I think, but I don't know enough about rum. I don't know enough about whiskey. Maybe the whiskey should have, I don't know. If you're just a bourbon only drinker and you smelled this, you'd be just appalled, I think, or intrigued, but probably appalled. It's got to be the Heir to the Throne. It's got that strange twang to it even. Yeah. I'm going to say on aroma only, this is Heir to the Throne, and that's Black Velvet Reserve, but I have to taste them. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty much sure. Johnny Newley says, I have always enjoyed Black Velvet because I don't pick up on that almond extract qualities that many Canadian whiskeys seem to have. Yeah, wouldn't you love to know what their flavoring is that gives it that? Because if you read the Canadian regulations, they can't add almond extract. That can't be added. So it's not that. And a lot of that is imitation. If you read the McCormick, it'll say imitation stuff. It has to be some sort of wine, barrel aged. It has to be wine aged in they call small wood, which is a barrel. It has to be wood aged. Can't be stored in some metal tanks. Rum, brandy, bourbon of any type. Oh, I guess if you have those many choices, you can come up with some strange concoctions and get some unusual flavors. We'll never know. They're never going to tell us. But we're obsessed with it because it tastes, Johnny Newley will agree with that. It tastes so unusual. It's like you don't taste that normally. It's memorable. Oh, that's there. It's there. How did it take me 70% of this bottle to start picking that up? Don't ask me. I don't know. Is it profound like the Sazerac Canadian whiskeys? No. But it's there. How about wood and rye? Yeah. Now, is it all these things that they describe on the Black Velvet website? I don't know about all that. But they're experts and I'm not. They've been making it since 1951, or in this case, 1991. And I would say they probably know a lot more about it than me. What do I know? I taste whiskey, I taste beer, I taste wine. Somebody asked me that one time, what makes you an expert? I said, I don't know. Whoever said I was. I never said that. I said I tasted it and I gave honest reviews. I didn't say I was an expert. I mean, I've tried a lot of stuff. I try to learn about stuff. I read, I research, you know, it's not, I don't know. What's the qualification to be an expert? I really don't know. Don't much care. If I watch a video and the person doing it seems intelligent and they've organized their review, they have a sensible rating scale, and they seem to be honest, then I'll watch it and I'll like it and I'll comment on it, you know, and I'll subscribe to their channel. I don't say, oh, well, where's their expertise? I just watch it. Okay. Now, some of these guys we do hangouts with, they brew their own beer. No, so they're more of the experts, you know, they brew. They're not just over here being consumers trying stuff. Oh, yeah. This has that funny, strange grain alcohol twang to it, and I don't know what that is. It's not as harsh going here against there. Now, you know, I've talked about this in the past, how when you try a whiskey on its own, it tastes such and such way. Then when you put it in competition, it'll change the flavor, and I don't know why that is, but it's there. It happens. It does happen with beer. I might do a beer taste challenge later today. I got to decide because I have a choice. I can do a beer review to post tomorrow, which would be Samuel Adams Summer Ale, the new and improved version. But honestly, that could wait till next week. It's not even but spring, right? And it's a summer ale. I think in about a week, all the fall beers will start coming out. Maybe even some pumpkin beers. They used to have a lot of pumpkin beers. Now that's died away. I guess people got tired of pumpkin pie flavored beer. I never got tired of it. I just stopped seeing them as much. Used to be a whole section of pumpkin. Then it was a pretty big section. Now, one or two will trickle in. It's funny how these things peak and then they die away. I'm starting to see that with the NE IPAs. They seem to be starting to fade. Now, somebody's going to jump up and say, they haven't faded. You're crazy. I didn't say they faded. I said starting to fade. It could take years. You know, it will take years. But you could just see the momentum starting to lose momentum. Like black IPAs. I was glad that faded away quick because I didn't like them. They were all right. They were all right, but they didn't make sense. Black, pale ale, right. Like a tall, short person. I guess they're both good. There's a lot of wood on this, though. I'm going to tell you, they talk about wood casks. They are right. This Heir to the Throne is woody. It's Uncle Woody. It's Woody Woodpecker. It's Woody. It'll catch you off guard now. Ooh. I don't know about 1565 though, to tell you the truth. I'm glad I bought it because then I got to try it and no one else that I know in the whole universe got to try it. You say, you don't know everybody in the universe. I know I say everybody I know in the universe. And everybody on the internet, because do you see any other reviews and taste challenges for Heir to the Throne or photos or any information? No, you do not. No, you do not. But the question of the hour is which one's better? Better. Well. We're talking about it's about a $4, let's say a $4 price difference, because these things can vary. And I bought both of them on sale, so I don't know really quite the regular price, but I know that the Black Velvet Reserve tend to be a little higher than $10.99. I think I prefer the Black Velvet Reserve. It's smoother. And who criticized their smoothness more than me? Nobody. I was talking about how Black Velvet's not smooth. It's smooth like sandpaper, and the Reserve's not that smooth. But relative to this, it is. It goes down easy. Is it complex and just fabulous? It's a little complex. It's not fabulous. All right. The Heir to the Throne is certainly not fabulous. Definitely not bad. It's just a little strange, a little off. You ever notice that about some of these off the grid beers, wines, and liquors, things you never heard of? They sometimes a little off. Ugh. Oh. Maybe there's something with the batch that's not quite right, and they'll sell it off to these companies. I'm starting to think that it might, a lot of this stuff might be coming from your big companies, your Beam, Suntory, your Brown Forman, your Sazerac, your Diageo, your Campari. You know what I'm saying? But maybe its stuff is off, and it's too off even for the Jack Daniel's Green Label. You know, and there might be some brokers, just like companies that broker this stuff. They'll say, oh, well, you could buy it, you know, this little company, you could buy it and rebrand it and maybe blend it a little bit more with some stuff and try to make it acceptable. And they might buy it, you know. So I'm thinking that I don't think they waste this stuff. No. Say, no, they dumped the whiskey out. Oh, yeah. They dumped the wine out. You think so, huh? They dumped the beer out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. It's brokered off, I bet you. And then somebody down the line, lower on the scale, buys it, tries to rectify it to an extent, and sells it. And they got cheapskates that'll pay anything, you know, if it's cheap. And they'll buy it. And they'll convince themselves that they can enjoy it. But if they're making mixed drinks, it ain't going to matter anyway. Well, Heir to the Throne does have some interesting little qualities, though I have to admit. It's burny. It's kind of harsh in a way. But even with its imperfections, it has uniqueness. There's something about it that does make me keep wanting to go back to it. So I am happy that I bought it. I am happy that I bought it. Yes, I'm happy. Black Velvet, it's not as exotic. It's more regular, but it's enjoyable, and I would recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it with any kind of strong recommendation, but I would say, hey, if you see it for $10.99 on sale, pull the trigger, buy it. Wouldn't go much higher than that. Don't think I'd go higher than that, but yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna call it Black Velvet Reserve, BV. And there goes my whole channel. Well, I was feeling good today, feeling good, looking. I said, man, you know, it's humid. Got to cut the grass, though. I feel good. I feel like things are going to go well, and there's hope in the world. And then I got this wrong. And all of those hopes and dreams came crashing down. I don't, like John and Neely said last night after Shane failed, he said, now Shane's got to get off the internet and go home, and he's got a lot of thinking to do, got a lot of things to work out in his head. I got a lot of, I guess I got a lot of problems, you know. I enjoy the cheap stuff. I'd like to try to Heir to the Throne, but I won't lose any sleep over it. I certainly wouldn't. But don't listen to me, because I couldn't even tell them apart. And I sat there and talked about it for 15 minutes. John Neely says, uh-oh. He's laughing at me. He's enjoying my pain. My pain is his gain, because he can get cheap entertainment off of my actually free. Well, it's not free because you got to buy internet, right? You got to pay for the service, but it's free within the service, the monthly service. Hey, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Are you feeling bad? Well, you know what? I'm feeling worse than that. I was so confident. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not going to try anymore because I don't want to waste it. I've got too many Canadian whiskeys. I got a taste challenge. I got the Calvert Canadian. I got the Northern Lights, the James Fox, the there's more. I was in Mississippi last week. I could have bought, I could have 12 new Canadian whiskeys. I was shocked. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And they had some throwback labels, boys. I said, this company hadn't updated their labels since like 1973. It was comical. It was too quaint. I said, I almost bought it. It was only $6.39 or something. $6.9. I don't know why I didn't buy it. It was stupid. I should have bought it. But I can't. You said you got to do it. Just buy a warehouse and store it. I know I could. But I got to save this for taste challenges. I'm not going to try to reclaim it. I'm not going to try to. I don't know. I just can't. Richard Farr said, no, I feel good. I'm glad you feel good. If you had done this taste challenge, you'd feel bad because you would have failed like me. Well, you might have passed. I bombed. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, man, I just can't get over it. I want to give up. I want to stop. I want to throw in the towel. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Hurry, 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 children. Well, I said I've never been that stunned. Well, now I've topped it. So will I feel better? Maybe some kind of way. Like later today when I do another taste challenge. Okay, so here's what's coming up. You say, why should I watch? You don't get them right. I get them right sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. I got Windsor. This might make me feel better when I get to it. It'll make the viewers feel better because they've been asking for 3 years, like, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? What is, I have to wait till I'm 100? I know. I understand. Brown bottle. Yeah. Bought it at Winn-Dixie on US Highway 61. Supremely smooth. Now, that's a claim, huh? Supremely smooth. I'm game. I'm game to use high mountain barley, like Coors. High mountain barley from the interior plains of Canada in Alberta. This is a real famous whiskey, Windsor Canadian. It's got a crown on it, like every other Canadian whiskey on the planet. Yeah, that's going to help me feel better. Then I got Lord Calvert. This will help me out. I bought this on US Highway 90 business route at Budget Saver. Had one bottle on the shelf. It was 10 something. I said, you better buy it because you ain't never going to see it again. I have seen it again, actually. A blend of choice matured whiskeys. Oh, yeah. And for only $10.99. Amazing. Age 36 long months. That's 3 years. Deerfield, Illinois. Uh-oh. Deerfield. Isn't that the no, that's the Beam Suntory, right? The isn't that where a Canadian club comes in? I don't know. Deerfield, Illinois. I think Lord Calvert is now a Luxco brand. People that make what's this stuff called? Everclear. Well, I bought it, hey, I'm gonna try it. It's pretty light. Amber. Been around since Prohibition ended in 1933. Yeah. It was owned by Seagram's for a long time. Long time. And then we got the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights. Although sometimes it's called the Northern Light with no S. It's all right. Like even its company doesn't know what it's called. I swear to you. Yeah, it's got that Sazerac bottle with the crucifixes at the top, that filigree thing. The Northern Lights, Canadian whiskey. Johnny Neely is going to love this. With natural flavors. Oh, Bazam, Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, you know. Barton Imports, Sazerac, whatever. Says right there, Sazerac.com. So it's called the Northern Lights, but if you look at the website for Sazerac, sometimes they call it the Northern Light. So the name can change depending on who's typing up the web page. Like established in 1879. Yeah, not really. Barton, maybe. Barton. Now look at this big liter bottle. Oh yeah, this is a liter. This is no flimsy 750. This is a good old 1,000 milliliters liter bottle. James Fox. Look at that 1975 label, because like literally they've never changed the label since 1975. Yeah, I bought it in New Orleans. Yeah, it was on Broadway Avenue, right off of US Highway 90. You notice that trend, 90, liquor stores, lots of stuff. Get it? That's your Mecca. John Neely's going to love this. Canadian whiskey with natural flavors, bottled by James Fox Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. Wow, I've never heard of that distillery in Frankfort. Strange. Funny, though, I've heard of Buffalo Trace, which is where this is from, actually. That was another Seagram's brand. Yeah, when Seagram's started to collapse, they started selling off everything. It took them about 11, 12 years to collapse. Strange story. All right. So those are the 4 Canadian whiskeys I've got in the to try list. It's a pretty big list. It's going to take, I don't know. I don't see how it's going to happen by the end of this year, but it could, I guess. I don't know. All right. So I would love to try them all today. You know, if this stuff had no alcohol in it, it was just flavor, I would try them all, you know, like that fast. But then they're very powerful and they have alcohol and they're a whiskey, so you can't be foolish about it. So I'm going to be careful, very careful. So I'm going to go in that order. Windsor Canadian 1, Lord Calvert 2, the Northern Lights 3, and James Fox 4. And I'm very excited about all of those. And hopefully I'll actually get them correct when I do taste challenges. That would be a nice benefit. Thanks for watching this video production.